gosh, and we're live, guys. Sorry. Good morning. How is everybody? I hope you're doing well. Let me get this shared really quick. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. I know that many of you may be catching me on the replay because you're watching the inauguration. I tried to get here sooner, but this is it. Here we go. All right, so here we are, and it is a nice, crisp 34 degrees this morning here in Kingsburg, California. How is everybody? Got my camera fixed. My husband, not my camera, my tripod, the little iPad adapter. Yeah, so I have the iPad Pro, and it's a little big, which it would be fine, but it's in a nice, sturdy case. I don't want anything to happen to it, and yeah, I think it's a little too hefty for this. My husband fixed it. He can fix just about anything. He's my little handyman. All right, cool. So let's get into this February 20th, a very special day, important day, memorable day in history, the inauguration day. Good morning, Dawn. How are you, my friend? And so, yeah, I mean, I think it's important that we take just a few minutes. You know how it is whenever those inaugurations, they don't start on time anyway. So you have a few minutes. Let's really get some great intention going for ourselves today, shall we? All right, here we go. Wednesday, January 20th. If you believe only what you see, then you're limited to what's on the surface. If you believe only what you see, why do you pay your electric bill? Okay, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. So, you know, and in that spirit, right? Only what you see. So here's the deal. If we only believe what we see, then we would believe that everyone in social media has a perfect life. Right? Now, you know, I understand. I completely get it. Nobody wants to, well, many of us do not want to air our laundry, so to speak, on social media. We don't want to come on social media and be negative, right? But you can still do that and be authentic. So just be careful of only believing what's on the surface, because until you take the time to go deep with somebody, you really don't know where they're coming from, do you? You really don't know what they've been through, and you absolutely don't know that they may be hurting. I can tell you from experience in researching suicidology, because of you know, I lost my son to suicide in May of 2005, and you know, I want, you know, one of my destiny is to do what I can, my part, to help people understand what it's all about. That's my calling. My calling is to help those, the parents, the siblings, the actual young adults with mental health issues. Those are the people that I want to help, unlike I was able to help my son. But here's the thing that I've learned, and I want to share with you today. There are many people in your life, very, very close to you, that suffer in silence. Because the truth is, the people that complete suicide, there are warning signs, but they're not warning signs that you would understand unless you know what to look for. Okay? So people may appear very normal on the outside, but inside they're in turmoil. Okay? So be kind. Be kind. Do not just believe what's on the surface. And why don't we just learn to dig a little deeper? Live in the moment more. Do not judge those on the surface. especially, I want to say, especially the people that are the ugliest in terms of how they act. Those are the ones that, you know, they are outwardly showing some negativity, like perhaps they're a bad person. And I would say that they're probably a very genuine good person on the inside that has been hurt severely, traumatized, and they've become a victim, whether they believe it or not. And they need our help more than anything. Now, as I always say, I'm not saying you need to heal people and it's not your job to heal them, but if you get the opportunity to spread some joy or kindness to them, do it. If you have the opportunity to really get to know them and do something kind for them, even when they're being ugly, you just might change their life. Or how about this? Maybe you need to send them a card in the mail that says, "You are special. You have touched my life, and I am a better person because you're in it." How about you do that? Do you think that would have an impact on somebody that perhaps has been in some really bad circumstances, perhaps never been treated as if they have a voice or that they matter? And even those that aren't ugly, perhaps those that are really quiet, maybe they need to hear how special they are and how they have touched your life. And if they haven't touched your life, maybe you haven't let them in. And, you know, I have a bubble. I have a bubble. You can only get so far. You know, losing a child is devastating, to say the least. And getting to the point where I'm a functioning adult has been a fight. I fought hard because I wanted to make a difference with those who are suffering with mental illness, mental health issues. I don't like to say mental illness. I just don't, even though it truly is an illness. Here's the thing. We get what we focus on. So I like to focus on mental wellness. Okay? Mental wellness. That's what I want to focus on. And I focus on helping people obtain mental wellness or maintain mental wellness. Keep it there. That's what my platform is. That's what my final season of life is all about, is addressing self-care, mental wellness. Because listen, guys, whether you agree with the new regime coming in to office or you do not, it does not matter to me one way or the other. Okay? We get to decide each and every day who we are, what we represent, and we get to be what we want, right? In terms of, do you want to be successful? Keep a successful mindset. And success is what you define it to be, not what anybody else says is success. Only what you believe is success is what matters. You are unique and special, period, end of story. You have everything you need. You just need to tap into your own divine spiritual gifts. That's it. That is it. So why don't we as a nation focus on that? Focus on the fact that there is, you know, we're still in a pandemic, but we're going to take ownership. Yes, things have changed. Let's take, you know, wrap our arms around that and, you know, deal with this change. How are we going to do things differently? Not in terms of nobody caused this, but how are we going to take hold of this year and make a difference and not let anybody from any source other than the Almighty influence how we act and what we do? We are the people. We get to decide, period. We are a huge, massive unit, and we get to decide what and how we are going to be and do and act. So uplift your fellow man. Encourage them. Spread kindness, joy. Send happy snail mail. It's important. People are sheltered and locked up. There are people that are scared that are not willing to tell anybody they're scared. Okay? So let's embrace that. Let's reach out and let's spread kindness, because what we think, what we do, how we act, that's what we get more of. So let's create that ourselves. Let's all take ownership of that. Period. Do it. Do it. Okay? So, surface, yeah, I don't believe in surface. Dig deeper. That's what I would implore you to do. Dig deeper and be kind to those around you, even if they're not kind to you, especially if they're not kind to you. They need your help more than ever. And, your help could just be being kind back to them rather than the mirroring effect, right? If they're ugly to you, your knee-jerk reaction is to be ugly back. Just don't do it. Okay? Be the one that's going to help make the change in this world. We can do it. It's really rather simple. We just can't buy into the bullshit. And excuse my French, okay? Don't buy into it. You have a brain of your own. Use it. How do you feel? Where's your passion? I know your passion is not on fighting people. I know this to be true. Period. End of story. Come on, guys. What's your passion? Go after it. Be kind and uplift those around you, and you will be amazed at what happens in your own world. Okay? All right. I think I've been on that soapbox long enough. Sorry, guys. Sometimes it happens. All right, here we go. Our prompt for the day is, what are your favorite indulgences? And here's what I'm going to say about this one. This one, I mean, here's the deal. Each and every prompting has a different message in it to different people. The message to me is this: indulgence can have a very negative connotation to it. So, how does your brain take that prompting? I'm really curious to know. Honestly, I am. What do you indulge in? And if we're speaking about food or alcoholic beverages or, anything like that we would normally attach to that word, I would say this to you. Switch what your indulgences are. I'm indulging in a garden because the switch turned on in my life last year, almost a year ago. It was March of last year. I mean, I don't know. Actually, maybe it was February because it was before COVID. It was right before COVID. So interesting, isn't it? No coincidence, my friends. But I just decided that weight loss was something I wanted badly, but I was focusing on it too much. So I was focusing on the fact that I was fat. So I remained fat. You understand? So I decided to get healthy. That was it. That was the switch that went off with me. I decided it was time to get healthy. Period. That was it. That was my main goal, and my main focus was to get healthy. And I've done a fabulous job this year. I've enjoyed it. I've learned so much. So if you're going to indulge in something like that. I juice now. Like, it's just fun learning about all this. And this is our vessel, remember. We must take care of it. And if we do not, it will break down on us. So I could go on and on, but I'm not going to. I just wanted to toss that out to you because this prompting today could be taken in so many different ways, but I just wanted to give you my spin on it. And I indulge in getting healthy and my garden. I love my garden. I've learned to live in the moment and watch nature around me. This gardening is what, you have to stop and really take in all of nature and understand it in order to be successful with your garden and do a good job. You do. So, all right, guys, that's what I have for you. That's where my heart was today after reading all this. I love you. Have an amazing day. And let's really, really work hard today to be that change that we all want in this world. It has to start with each individual. Be kind. Reach out to others. Send some snail mail. if you need help, help with some of that, reach out. I'd be happy to help you. All right, peace. I love you. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye now.